Hi friends, hope you're all preparing well for your examination as your examination is coming up. Basically, when you have an exam, actually, I think everybody who faces exam will have this a small amount of anxiety, which is actually needed for performing better. But when that anxiety keeps on building up, naturally you'll not be able to perform. And as you have just 1.5 months for your exam, all this time I was teaching you what is anxiety, what is psychiatry and stuff. But as a therapist, I thought I should also tell you how to manage it better, or what are the ways that you should handle this anxiety in a better way. When you Google up, okay, how to handle stress or exam stress, basically there will be a number of ways how to handle. But as a therapist, what I have told my clients or what I have told my students, what I've used it on myself when I have to do my exams or interviews, I thought I'll teach you one by one, which will be useful for you basically. First and foremost, okay, what I'm going to teach you is a breathing exercise. Okay, you might think that what is it? Why should I do? See, basically, exam anxiety has two components. Okay, one to your mind, one to your body. To your mind, what does it cause? Is that it causes a lot of unwanted thoughts, increased production of thoughts. Okay, autopilot, what we usually say. Like what to say, will I be able to concentrate on what I'm reading? Will I be able to what to say, read the full chapter? Will I be able to finish full chapter? Will I be able to revise? Because they told me revision is the secret of success. Will I be able to revise fully? Even if I revise, will I be able to remember in the exam hall? Will I be able to rule out the wrong option? Will I be able to correct keep the name the correct option? So all these questions will be keep on running in your mind when you are sitting in the book. Okay, which will be keep on running as what is called a psychic anxiety. Bodily anxiety, okay, you'll be having a, sometimes you'll be feeling very much tired, you'll not be able to have energy to even turn a page. You'll have palpitations, you'll be like really stressed. Your bodily anxiety, I think you'll be all experiencing now. As a therapist, I basically feel that whoever goes to the exam should do this breathing exercise, because this I told the psychic anxiety and the bodily anxiety is nothing but, as you're all medicos, I can say this, it's nothing but an activation of your sympathetic nervous system. Okay, it's a flight or fright. So basically your sympathetic nervous system kindles both your psychic anxiety and also your bodily anxiety or bodily symptoms. Now what are we going to do is a breathing exercise. Okay, what is this breathing exercise? Breathing exercise is nothing but, you can all do with me as you listen to this. You take a slow and a deep inspiration and a slow and a deep expiration. That's it, very simple. What you're going to do by this, because when in a normal rate, you do not go out with a slow and a deep way. It will be a normal routine. Okay, when you go at the slow and a deep inspiration, you're using all the muscles of respiration, and naturally you are using the diaphragm to an extra level. When the diaphragm is used at an extra level, the phrenic nerve, which is getting stimulated, will send a stimulus to the nucleus ambiguous. Okay, this nucleus ambiguous is in turn going to send a stimulus via vagus nerve to your heart rate, to slow down your heart rate, basically parasympathetic system. So via the respiration, you are controlling or calming down your heart rate, and you are sending stimulus to your brain by this slow and deep inspiration to slow down your thoughts. When your thoughts is slowed down, when your breathing is slowed down, when your heart is slowed down, naturally the anxiety has no role there or has no place there. So basically what we are going to do is psychic anxiety, bodily anxiety, sympathetic nervous system. When you have a slow and a deep inspiration and expiration, you reduce the thoughts, reduce the heart rate, and also reduce the breathing, so that we stimulate the parasympathetic system. Okay, it may sound simple, but actually it might be a bit difficult when you start practicing. Okay, so it's not like a real time yoga, okay, where you should be following very strict rules. But I would suggest that try to practice whenever you feel anxious, or whenever you feel some time. Okay, when you're relaxed, when you finish the chapter and you feel some, take a 5 minutes or 10 minutes break, do this exercise. Okay, breathing exercise, slow and deep inspiration. You need not concentrate anywhere, you can think anything else, you can keep on revising your mind, but just be mindfully for the deep inspiration and deep expiration. You will find a change, because I have seen it personally. I have told my clients and they have found it really helping. So please do it. It would be nice if you do it daily or do it whenever you get reminded about it. Please please give feedbacks how it works for you also, so that it will be helpful for me for guiding others. In a there'll be a number of ways, right? So I'll be meeting you again with another way to handle this exam anxiety. Till then, I know that you are giving your best. You have the confidence. You will be able to finish it. Please be consistent in whatever you're doing, whether it is your preparation or this breathing exercise. Doing once and stopping it is not going to help. Reading or any exercise or whatever it matters, be consistent. Being consistent is the rule. All the best. Meet you soon.